Hey guys, so the caffeine numbers are out for August, right? The caffeine numbers are out for August. They're down 41% from last month, which was one of their worst months ever, to 211,000 views for the entire month of August. Not URL, the whole website only got 211,000 views. The worst month ever under the URL umbrella. They peaked at 600,000 in January and they're down to almost 200,000 now in August. This is insanely bad, bro. There's really nothing else you can say. Geechee Gotti on Twitch for one episode is beating the entire Caffeine website by himself for one episode. For one episode, he got 240,000 views. For a Geechee Gotti podcast. Caffeine did 211,000 views for the entire website. I challenge anybody to argue with me the numbers. This has been an epic fail, and you guys got to understand. What was going on in August? What did they have? I guess the Ultimate Madness 4 tournament. Was there any other like major battle events for URL and Caffeine? I don't even know. I'm sure there was some stuff, but mostly the Ultimate Madness 4. It's not looking good. The investors keep throwing money at this thing, 150 million, 113 million, 100 million to keep this thing going. Now it's at a point now where literally they have the lowest viewership they've ever had since URL has been joined the family. So, and Twitch is still at 1.1 billion views. I know they've been around a lot longer. They are the number one streaming platform in the industry, so it's hard to complain. They have dropped. You don't understand. I've been tracking this since URL. They are now the 260,000th most viewed website in the world. They used to be like 113,000th most viewed website in the world. Now they're at 260. There's 260,000 other websites in the world that are viewed more than the Caffeine website. And that includes app hits. A lot of y'all act like, no. The numbers I'm giving you include web app hits. Okay? It's not just the website. It's including the app. Just so you guys know that. I'm not trying to hate. I just can't believe how bad it's gotten and how the numbers keep dwindling. So whenever you hear a battle rapper talking about caffeine, caffeine's the pinnacle, and you ain't on caffeine, and you only on, just tell them 211,000. Tell them there's bum YouTubers that on YouTube that get more views than the entire Caffeine website in one day. Tons of them, most of them get more views, each YouTuber, than the entire website on Caffeine. Geechee Gotti alone, his podcast gets more viewers than the entire website of Caffeine for one podcast for the entire month. So let's stop this narrative that caffeine this, caffeine that, caffeine's the pinnacle. Nobody's watching Caffeine. It's literally one of the lowest viewed websites in the entire world. I think URL made a huge mistake by signing with them over Twitch. They did it for the money at the expense of long-term exposure. Because Caffeine's just throwing that money, and I'm not even gonna sit here and say I wouldn't have done it either. When a corporation is throwing you money, you take it, but it is at an expense to your unless you have a vision. Now, I don't want to say that necessarily take it. Sometimes it's not worth it, and it might have not been worth it here at the expense of their brand, because they killed their YouTube brand. All right, they moved everything to an app, so that was step number one on killing their overall brand and visibility in the culture. But now they went to a platform that nobody watches. That's why you think if you're in the battle rap bubble that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about, because you got to understand you're in that bubble. It's a small bubble of people, but overall, in order to grow and this, that, and the other, Caffeine ain't the place to grow. It just isn't. It's the place to literally anti-grow. to lose your entire visibility. And these battle rappers think that they made it when they made it on that caffeine thing because it's free. But what does it matter if it's free if nobody's watching? Love you guys. Peace.